one point played the piano laying upside down. You were laying on the ground playing with your hands crossed.
Spoiler alert.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Please. There's other ones.
No. That was something.
Hello, welcome back to Throwing Up with Tom. I'm Tom. Today we will be making Dr. Pepper ramen and Dr. Pepper coffee, which is the food that Jimmy Fallon forces himself to eat after every show because he knows in his heart, no matter how rich and successful he'll become, he's always going to be a bad person. As you'll see, these are the ingredients listed below. We have really pretentious ones that are very expensive and unaffordable to most people, and I'm going to waste them and eat it and then make a gross face and throw up on camera because that's what I do. As you can see, I'm a referential white bearded guy with glasses who is everything you should hate and the living embodiment of Reddit, but somehow you still can't stop watching him. And you watch all of his videos, even about shows like The Office and Parks and Recreation, which you fucking hate. Anyways, I'm Throwing Up with Tom, where I also, a white bearded man with glasses, who's going bald, is with no discernible ethnicity. Could be Italian, Jewish, or Polish. And then you Google my ethnicity to figure out what I am, and you still can't figure it out. And then you kind of wonder to yourself, why do I care what his ethnicity is? Am I racist? And you realize that you are. And then you move on and keep watching his episodes, especially ones about regular show, because those are really good. We'll start from here. The first thing you want to do is add 2 cups of plain Pittsburgh tap water to a water and bring it to a quick boil over time. Next, while your water is coming to a boil, you want to prepare your coffee. I'm using a 2017 turquoise Keurig with a broken needle in it, so I have to use a corn holder in order to break open my great value breakfast Ben kit cup with one hand. Once you pop that open and then you remove your corn holder, also with one hand because you're filming by yourself because you're alone and nobody likes you and nobody will ever be with you and you're alone. And then you're gonna slide your breakfast blend Keurig in, taking out the one you used before that you didn't clean out because you're gross. And then you're gonna take your gross, old filtered Pittsburgh tap water, make a 10-ounce cup of coffee, and you describe it in a quiet whisper voice, saying stuff really fast and saying all the measurements really fast, so you really can't follow it, and it's just for show, but it's... Once you have your coffee prepared, then you need to add all of our ingredients. The first thing you wanna add is a splash of half and half. Then you want to rest in your fridge for an absurd amount of time that no one actually has to make food. After doing that, which I'm definitely actually letting it rest, and I'm not just saying that I'm letting it rest for comedic effect to comment on the video, you want to add the sugar. Then, after adding 2 or 3 or 4 scoopfuls of sugar, or 5 spoonfuls of sugar, or 6 spoonfuls of sugar, you want to add the secret ingredient, Dr. Pepper. This video is sponsored by Dr. Pepper. I drink Dr. Pepper. I'm Throwing Up with Tom, and I love Dr. Pepper. So then you want to spill your Dr. Pepper strategically on the counter to make sure you make a mess. And then you want to pour it in just to the right level to get that nice carbonation flowing. After you add your Dr. Pepper, you want to add more half and half to make it taste a little bit worse. Then, after you add a little bit more sugar, stir. Now, it's time to add our ramen once our water's at a boil. As you can see from my disgusting stovetop, I'm a nasty person, so ramen really fits my personality perfectly. Add your chunk of vile garbage in, and then cook for 3 minutes like it says in the bag. Next, because your pot is too big because you don't know the right cookware, with your left hand, dangerously poke and prod and try to crush up the ramen, trying to get as much boiling water on your hand as possible. This will increase the flavor as your skin flakes fall off into the bowl. While your ramen is cooking thoroughly, ensure to have a glass of bourbon or whiskey or some other pretentious dumb hipster drink that they think they invented but really was made up by some guy who beat his wife from the 50s. Next, add your beef seasoning, all of it, and get it nice and in there. This was made with kosher salt and isn't from a bag, except it is. So I didn't want to put that much effort into this parody video. keep listening to my quiet whisper talking voice speaking really rapidly as I do my voiceover, but then I do other stuff on the camera and then I make funny comments about it. After you've added and stirred in your beef seasoning, you want to add our secret ingredient, Dr. Pepper. I'm sponsored by Dr. Pepper. Pour a bunch of Dr. Pepper in until it gets nice and fucking shitty in there. Ooh, isn't that good? Then we're gonna look at the next, because you're watching this and you go on Reddit and you're a white guy who needs to prove himself. We're gonna add hot sauce, extra hot habanero hot sauce, special edition. We're gonna add too much of it. Oh yeah, that's the fucking bad stuff. Next, because you also go on Reddit, we're gonna stir this in, and then because you go on Reddit, you're gonna wanna use this, sriracha. Take that, one win for millennials. Flavor boomer reco. Keep talking fast while I add this. Maybe I'll watch Frasier while I do it, I don't know. Then you wanna head for your plate. And that's how you make Throwing Up with Tom, Jimmy Fallon, Dr. Pepper Ramen, and Dr. Pepper Coffee. Let's try this out and taste what the infinite sorrow and sadness of Jimmy Fallon is really like. It's actually not that bad. Time to wash that down with something refreshing. Let's just say that this is going to enter the Clean Plate Club, or the Clean Bowl Club, or the Clean Toilet Bowl Club, because this stuff makes you have pure liquid diarrhea. I'm Throwing Up with Tom. Thanks for watching.